What's up, people? How's it going? Welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. It's a glorious Tuesday's night. The weather is beautiful tonight, mostly chilly on account of the cyclonic storm further down south. I think those guys who are in Tamil Nadu, particularly in Chennai, based on whatever visuals we are getting, are inundated with rain, and most of the city is submerged. There are some visuals floating around of the airport. If not the entire city, it's generally understood that most of the modern airports of India are sophisticated with state-of-art infrastructure. Even the said infrastructure is struggling to cope with the rain. So it only goes on to show how difficult life is for the people who are dwelling there. And that's also something that makes us pause and wonder where does all the public money go? Because at no point none of the Indian cities, including Hyderabad, have the requisite infrastructure to cope with the calamities that climate change brings about. All cities in India, even if there is a brief spell of rain for a day or two, the streets get clogged up, the drains get clogged up, life in general gets stuck. There's nothing anybody can do. I'm sure people who are in the key decision making positions live a very comfortable life. After all, they are authorities, or rather figures of authority, and every aspect of their life is well funded and well looked after by public money again. So I wonder, what does it take? What will it take rather for us to overcome these, infrastructure problems? I don't think there is shortage of money. If you look at some of the figures, just now, the election got concluded, so the outgoing government went on to great pains to, highlight their achievements in terms of, development of local infrastructure, etc., etc. And that's what almost all incumbent governments do. But then again, whenever something like this happens, life just unravels. Many of us still have a roof over our heads to tide these difficult times. But what about those who are on the margins of the society, who live hand to mouth? Where do they go? So all the schemes that these governments enact really don't address the needs of the people in these difficult times. So it only makes one ponder. And probably the worst thing about this is all of us, this guy would have smashed into him. And the worst thing, as I was saying, is that we only ponder, when such things happen, not well before time. A lot of public works are usually, planned and executed much before, but somehow, they always fall short. And we always, think about these things after facing the consequences. So probably that also needs to change. And the Prime Minister of this country, every now and then has this radio broadcast, or podcast or whatever, called Man Ki Baat. I don't know why he doesn't talk about these things, because stupendous amount of money is lost. Not just in making or setting inadequate infrastructure, but the material damages, loss of life, and just general inconvenience that all of us face. So the amount of money that's lost due to this is staggering. So I don't know why doesn't he talk about this. I mean, why doesn't he think of, you know, making a grand challenge wherein, you know, probably he can invite solutions from the young minds of this country. I'm pretty sure, you know, everybody must be giving a thought to this, and given a chance, probably, you know, they'll come up with better solutions than whatever is being implemented and thought of right now. So that's something, you know, that one can think of, and probably, you know, even study. I mean, cities like, you know, Venice, though they are, you know, submerging right now because of climate change, still, you know, have, you know, pretty good drainage system, you know, pretty good floodwater mechanism. Even some of the biggest cities, I mean, they somehow have a mechanism to overcome all such problems. And I sometimes wonder, why can't we? So yeah, I mean, I didn't have any, you know, any other fixed topic to talk other than this. I was actually in two minds whether to make this video or not, but since I've been regularly posting for last 3 weeks or so, wherein, you know, I talked about some of the things like, you know, having sustainable mechanisms, being connected, and the recent, you know, OpenAI saga, I thought I shouldn't break the momentum. Even though it's not much, I thought I still should make at least a small video and post it out. And I thought, you know, talking about the effects of, you know, the cyclone, the hardships that people face, is something that I could talk about, so that, you know, all of us could think about, what are these guys doing, man? That's so unsafe. So yeah, so those are my 2 cents for today, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. So until then, peace out.